Oh, guys, we are back at it again.
The boys are back in town.
How the
First
fuck
episode
did you
of
guys
season 2.
talk me into this shit, coming back to this shit?
It's the money.
It
It's
is
the money and
money.
all the tang.
And the crazy amount of listeners, the tens of listeners we've had.
And full disclosure, there was some rope and gagging involved.
But honestly, guys, I fucking love you guys. I'm really excited to start another season with you guys.
You're welcome,
Season
buddy.
2.
You're welcome.
I get a little emotional.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
She's fighting the tears back.
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay. So, now I got that out of the way. This week on the Blank Propaganda Machine, Jed changes the rules, is a blatantly biased moderator, and cheats to screw me over on Masturbate.
And then you scream, I scream, and Craig screams like a bitch on the premiere installment of Drink the Water.
But first, we have Taste the Crew, where we attempt to answer some honest questions, and I end up rambling on about something completely off topic for about 3 straight minutes. I'm Kirk.
I'm Jed.
And I'm Craig. Join us on our passive-aggressive therapy session, The Blank Propaganda Machine.
Well, hey, everybody. Back by popular demand, we have a new favorite game called Taste the Crew.
There you go.
Taste the Crew.
And this is, it's just to give a little insight into us by asking questions of each other in the hopes of getting to know each other better on an emotional and spiritual level.
Yeah, and
There you go.
we want you guys to be part of that too. You know, absorb the amazing intellect that comes out of our sweet, sweet mouths.
Our hot little puckered mouth.
Okay, on that note, let's
Let's start it off.
So what we'll do here is, Jed, why don't you take it away and ask your question?
All right, so Craig, I think I'm going to ask this of you. What do you think? This is a hypothetical, but see what your answer for it is. What do you think would be the worst thing you could teach a parrot to say?
The worst thing. Wow, that's kind of easy. Something racist.
Right.
Something I can't say right now.
But he wants to so bad.
No, dude. What am I, Colin Jost? No, dude. That's not how I roll. No, it'd be something, the worst thing possible. Okay, if we were to say non-racist, all right?
Yeah.
Let's take non-racist out of that, because that's kind
pull
of
that whole thorny issue out of there.
That's true.
I would say the worst thing it would have to say is, you're a cunt. You're a cunt over and over again, because people do not like that. Or, no, even better, you're a moist cunt. Because
man.
those are two
That
words
additional descriptive.
Yeah, those are two words that are the most hated in the human language.
So here's what I'll say. I think
Human
you're half
language.
right.
I said human language.
Human language. Yeah.
We knew what you meant.
Oh,
yeah.
English language. Yes.
But I would say, honestly, in other places of the world, cunt is used a lot liberally than it is here. I think here in America.
and
in the
United
USA,
States.
United States, it is definitely polarizing at best. But yeah, that's a normal, just kind of, you jerk, you funny little, that's just a fun term of endearment that
Yes,
you
indeed.
throw at a friend when you call him a cunt overseas.
In Britain, it just means you're stupid.
Yeah.
If they use it like we use stupid, basically.
But yeah, cunt, I don't know, somewhere along the way, you're right. It got, and it
a big
is
one, man.
moist, but moist cunt?
Moist cunt.
Yeah, a parrot even saying moist.
I mean,
Moist.
just say the word moist.
Well, moist is
Just
fucked
say it
up
like-
in its own right.
It's very disturbing.
Just say it like 3 times in a row. Moist.
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 It's like fingers on a chalkboard, man.
Only acceptable use is if it's immediately followed by cake. That's the only
That's
time.
maybe the only time. And even then, people are like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
or if you describe a cake, like, oh, this cake is really
Very moist.
Yeah, I mean, that's acceptable, but at the same time, it's not.
It
I mean, we
depends
all
on
know what
how
that
you
means.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go,
Your inflection.
Oh, this cake
is so moist. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is moist. Yeah, that's probably a little off.
This is the moistiest cake I've
Moist
ever
cunt.
had.
So, so a reminder to you, Jed, quit being a moist cunt.
I make no promises.
All right, he makes no promises, folks. All right, I've got a question. I've got a question for Kirk Daddy.
Let's have it.
For our resident Kirkalish.
Yeah.
If you could swap lives with one of us, who would it be and why?
If I could swap lives
With one of us.
I mean, I guess, no offense to Jed, I guess I'd probably go with Kraig.
Well, yeah, naturally.
But that's only because I feel like I'd have to put forth very little effort. I feel like, and again, no, I don't want to offend anybody. No offense to anybody, but the sex is already lined up.
There's no additional work put in.
Right, again,
to get that situation sorted out.
It's just kind of, I guess, Wednesday nights. Our normal nights.
Hey, that's my wife you're talking about.
Well, that's why I said no offense. But then, of course, we would have no limits
you
Fridays.
Can't just say, you can't.
Where it's all up for my interpretation of what I want to happen, and she just goes along with it.
You think that's what happens in my life?
No, that's the improvement I would.
Yeah.
Oh,
he would make subtle, small changes.
Okay, all right.
Wednesdays-
You can't just say no offense in front of something and expect it to, I can say it then.
But no, that's exactly why that phrase was made.
It's
Am
so
I
that
wrong?
it's so that you could say I don't really mean to
Right,
offend
who
you,
the
but I'm
fuck-
going
right.
to.
Yeah, of
You
course
dirty
I know
bastard.
this is going to be offensive, but I don't want it to be hurtful. It all might
Son
be
of a
true.
bitch.
Everything I'm
You
saying is
fucking
true,
son of a bitch.
but I just don't want it to hurt.
I don't believe this shenanigans. But honestly, I'd choose me too.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could have just said me, but yeah, that's very telling.
All right.
All right,
Kirk,
so I
please,
guess,
yeah. What you
Jed,
got?
Jed, let me ask you. Let's say they're going to make a movie about Jed. Who is going to play Jed?
Who's going to play him?
What actor
I've got a few ideas.
is going to bring the gravitas, the je ne sais quoi?
What actor's going to be me, huh?
Right.
This is difficult 'cause I never thought about casting myself in anything or casting me. You know what I'm saying?
I find that hard to believe.
You find that hard to believe?
I've got a good answer for that.
You got a good answer for it?
But it's not.
I'm sure it's
I
not.
mean-
I'm sure it's not who I would pick.
All right, you keep yours written. You
I'm
should
ready.
write it down.
I'm ready. I don't
write
need
it
to
down.
write it down. I've got
No,
it.
I want to be able to see if you were right.
All right.
I mean, I know
Well,
you.
I know he's
it'll
not
be
gonna
different.
pick this.
Oh,
I know
okay.
he's not going to pick
So it's
this.
an insulting pick. He's got.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
why.
I've
That's
got-
my.
yes.
Yeah, though, you're spot on there. I think.
So yeah, what do you think?
If I'm picking who's playing me,
Yeah.
I got to go I don't know, maybe Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais?
Even though I'm not English, but he could probably pull off an American
No,
accent.
you're more like the guy. You're more like Carl.
More like Carl.
If
Pilkington
yeah,
plays
you're
me.
more like Carl Pilkington.
I'm not bald.
If you're going to go
He'd have
Ricky
to wear a
Gervais
hairpiece,
route,
and that just ain't
you'd
gonna
be
look
the
right.
Carl Pilkington of this crew.
Yeah.
I got a guess. How about Bob Hoskins
Bob Hoskins.
Who's Bob Hoskins?
from
You
New
know,
Friend
come on,
Roger
yeah.
Rabbit?
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
in the Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could see that.
yeah.
You know who I was thinking?
He's got my cantankerous nature.
Right.
That's well. See, I was thinking along similar lines, Mel Gibson, because
Because of my
racist.
because of
Yeah,
my
you're both
anti-Semitism.
kind of like racist and have this old way of like patriarch
We're very
mentality.
patriarchal.
You got the fucking crazy
Yeah,
eyes like
got
Mel
crazy
Gibson does.
eyes, and honestly, like I know you're much younger than Mel Gibson, but you don't look it.
Right. I guess he could pull off a present time.
A present time Mel
That's
Gibson.
what I'm saying. A present time Mel Gibson. Like
I mean, it's
you
better.
look like 70-year-old Mel Gibson in my mind.
It's better than being 70-year-old Gary Busey.
Well, I guess that's a great
That's
way
true.
to think about
I mean,
it.
yeah.
That is
Silver
a
lining.
great
I
way
always
to
find
think
this.
about
I always
it.
find the silver lining.
And that's why you're the Carl Pinkerton of us. Pinkerton, whatever that guy's name is. Pickleton.
Pickleton.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's Carl Pilkington.
Pilkington. Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry. All right, Chad, what you got, man? You got a question?
Yes, we're gonna. I think I'm gonna reverse things up a little bit though here though.
He's pulling out the Uno reverse card.
I am.
We're going to go the opposite direction now. Wah! That's the opposite direction sound effect.
So as we've kind of learned since we've been doing this that you have a tendency with time and being late. So what I'm going to ask you is, what is the best excuse you ever pulled out of your ass last minute for being late?
For being late. Honestly, yeah. There's probably a lot to choose from, because when I worked at both the Sharper Image and Brookstone, I was young enough to not care, because I knew that this job was not my career, so I didn't treat it with a lot of respect. And I would say we used to go to Brookstone all the time, and we had a boss, Andy, who would just kind of give us shit. And he kind of put us on, like, notice once. And we would always accuse him of shit because he would always, like, leave early to go to his kids' functions and shit. We're like, what the fuck? This should work both ways, asshole. We should be able to come in late and you get to leave early all the time. Fuck off. Let's make it
both ends of the shifts are
harmonious,
covered.
you know? But no, I mean, I've pulled fucking traffic when there was definitely not a traffic jam. See, I feel like this setup, what if I want to use one of these with you clowns later and you recognize
we're not believing anything that comes out of your mouth.
Well, that's fair enough, I guess.
So, like, we know you well enough to hopefully you're just going to be like, I was fucking eating Cheetos.
Yeah, unless you tell me a cheeseburger held you
SNL,
up.
I think what see, that's the unfortunate fucking truth is, I'm just usually a little inebriated of sorts, and
that's
time
why,
becomes a thing that I...
That's why we always do ish.
Yes.
We're meeting this time ish.
Yes, ish is a thing.
Because we're, why be stressed when you're hanging out with your people and just hanging out, unless you got something to do, whatever, but...
I'll give you the time that, maybe the best explanation I've given. It had nothing to do with being late.
There you go.
But I'll give you this story along the same lines. So I was hanging out, this is back in high school, like sophomore year. And I'm rolling around with people that you guys would know, but the audience doesn't care about. But we found somebody's house. I'll go ahead and say it's Mike Jones' dad's house. Mr. Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, what a guy.
And not his house, his dad's house.
Mike Jones'
it was
dad,
his house
what
too.
a guy.
Again, this is still high school. So we're driving around and we're, smoking the jazz cabbage a little bit.
There you go.
Hello.
And we see this house.
That's marijuana for people out there.
In layman's terms.
The uninitiated.
So the backstory you should know is this guy was once my youth basketball coach. And I got nothing against this guy. For some reason, other guys, this is like peer pressure. These other guys in the car were like, let's give him a lawn job. They're like, let's just... And I'm like, fuck, what is that? Is that when you lick the butthole? They're like, no, that's not what this is. This is where we drive into his yard and we do donuts and we just tear it up. And I'm like, God, that sounds awful. But this is a sophomore age kid. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Fucking rebellion.
Gave into the peer pressure.
Did. And we rolled up into this yard in this, like, Taurus or whatever, and just the fucking tires immediately get stuck in, like, mud. And we're just in this guy's front yard. And there's nothing around. There's no poles or trees or anything. So it's not like there was anything for us to swerve out of the way from. You're just in a suburban yard.
So what was your excuse?
We told him that the rain, because there was just barely some rain, and that's why the mud was there. Like, we slid into your yard. Obviously, the trigonometry of this did not work out at all. Like, there's no way that we could have
slid into the middle of my yard.
We drove into this guy's yard and then had to knock on the door and be like, excuse us, sir.
What an asshole.
Our car is stuck in your front yard.
What an asshole.
Right. I was an asshole.
Well,
there are times in my life that I do regret. They say no regrets, but there's some things that do come back to me.
No regrets at all.
And I'm just like, man, I wish that had never gone down. That was bad form on my part. But you know what? Those are learning lessons, Jed. In life, those things happen. You learn from them, and then you move on. That's how we grow.
Only do lawn jobs when it's not raining.
Maybe not to somebody that you know, unless it's like a real revenge situation.
Yeah.
I had no reason to be in a car that was doing lawn jobs on this nice man that was very pivotal in my early development.
Taught you your jump shot.
He did. He did the
I've
things
seen your
that
jump
my father
shot.
wasn't there for.
I've seen your jump shot,
and
though.
You
so maybe
repaid him by destroying his yard and then begging him to get you out of the situation.
Asking him nice. I didn't beg.
You begged it with tears in your eyes.
The worst part is they're like, you know this guy? You're doing all the talking.
If I recall the story, this is how I recall it. Is you were there, some dude was like, you were trying to press some other dude because you were trying to give him a blowy, and then you were like, check this out. I'm gonna do donuts. And then you did donuts, you got stuck, went up to the dude's door with tears in your eyes, streaming down your cheeks. He's like, sir, I was just trying to get some from this cute boy, and I screwed up. Will you help me?
Sir, he made love to my mouth. No blowies going on.
Exactly. That's what I think.
No, it's just shenanigans. It's just sophomore shenanigans.
Well, on that note, what do you got? I know you got a question for me somewhere.
Oh, is this one for you? What would your warning label say? If Kraig came with a warning label.
He would come with more than one.
Warning. He bites and he barks.
He bites and he barks?
Yeah, buddy. That's my warning label.
Yeah,
you better
gotta
watch out.
explain that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me.
I'm just saying. I put my money where my mouth is. I put my money on my mind, my mind on my money.
He walks the walk and he talks the talk.
I do
my
it
brother.
all, sucker. So you better watch out. That's what that means. You best watch out.
So it means you're coming talking trash, and then you'll follow it up with a bitch slap.
Yeah, I'll fucking bitch slap your ass right now, motherfucker.
Right. It's like, I see there's a tear in your eye. Let me
I
remove
will
that with the
slap
back of
you.
my hand.
Yes, that's right. That's how I roll. I will slap you hard.
Well, I've never gotten that inclination from you at all.
Well, you haven't gone there. Don't go there, sir.
So who has
Don't
gone
go
there?
there,
Your
sir.
wife?
You've tread lightly.
Your stepdaughters?
What? No. You're about to. Let's just put it that way. You're about to find out. Saying some shit like that. Oh my God.
This guy is violent, and I think that's the one thing everybody can agree on.
Well, I feel like this was a trap. I feel like this question was a trap now.
What? No way.
Yes.
You're the one that came back with your... You got
Give me warning labels and shit?
Yeah.
You gotta give me warning labels?
Oh, well, I just thought you were going to be like, careful, this guy's a blast.
I'll warn you good.
Right, or careful, the party is always going on where Craig's at. Warning, you're about to get fucked up. I didn't know it was going to be like, I got bark and bite. I'll fucking punch you in your neck, and I'll fucking let you know about it afterwards.
I'll stab you in the throat.
Right, and then I'll diatribe about what a good thing it was for society.
You better watch out. You better watch out, son.
But that's what I'm saying. You could have gone with anything.
And you went with that.
That's where you went.
That's where I went.
Careful, this guy likes chili dogs.
Hey, we're getting to that later.
Okay.
No, we're not actually. But
nope.
But something
damn it,
like that.
Something
Ish.
like that. Yeah.
Again, ish.
It'll be later.
To tease the next segment in
There you
two
go.
segments. Yeah. All right, we're moving on. Moving on. Jed, I got a question for you.
Fire away, sir.
Who is the most embarrassing person you had a crush on?
Interesting. It's a pretty good lineup of people.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So
Most embarrassing person I ever had a crush on. Oh, man.
Marge Simpson.
No.
Ah, there you go. I didn't you start thinking about like cartoon characters and shit. Gets troublesome.
It does. But we've all fallen down that well.
I've stayed in that well forever.
For a long time.
Furries. Rule 34. Bring it.
Oh, yeah, dude. Absolutely.
So what is it? What is it, man?
Well, I mean, is that the buffet I have to choose from? Is just the most like embarrassing crush that you would get me to admit to on fucking...
See, that's the problem. That's the only problem I have with that question. It's a good question, but I don't trust you to answer it, like, truthfully.
Truthfully?
Because, and I don't blame you because of where the implications could go, but that's kind of the fun for us.
You're right. He's got no courage. I agree with that.
Well, it's not.
This
It's
man
not no
is
courage. It's just...
Then prove
the
it.
cowardly lion.
What
over here.
weird
first of
thing
all-
or person have you ever wanted to put your penis
Just a
in?
guy looks like Mel Gibson, got no balls.
Now that is weird as fuck. Thankfully, I've never had that inclination. Hold on. This is an odd one. You gotta think about this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because whatever you say here is going to shape everybody's
everything.
view of you.
I know. That's
every
the
day
best part
going
about
forward.
this question. So I saved it for you, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Put you on the spot.
I
mean, don't delve too deep into
I mean, we don't have all
Yeah.
fucking day here,
That's
bro.
fair
Remember,
enough.
you're not
but,
going to, like, win a prize or anything.
I mean, I know you have the ability to edit this all out later, but shit.
Yeah. It needs to be somewhat spontaneous. That way, like, you can
Right.
kind of have some time to regret it.
That's right. You just got to throw something out there. Like, I would have just said Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
So
like,
that's
the
good.
first thing that pops in my head
And I don't
probably
know if
April
that's even
O'Neil.
correct.
I always liked redheads.
April O'Neil.
April O'Neil.
No, it didn't have to be a cartoon. I didn't mean to do
Yeah, it
that.
didn't.
I took it into a...
You did take it in a different direction, but
Yeah.
once it went down that way, that's a streak that's got to be
I mean,
driven.
that's
April
definitely
O'Neil from the original
Yeah, from the original
cartoon or live action?
cartoon.
Cartoon?
Judith Hogue
Fucking-
from the live action.
Now, Judith Hogue from the live
The
action was
original
pretty
one
smart.
with like
the yellow jumpsuit,
short
yeah.
hair and the yellow jumpsuit that didn't show anything whatsoever. It was like a prison suit.
No, that's not true. She had massive
Yeah.
cleavage.
Absolutely.
No,
Big time.
She had banging.
there
tits.
were no cleavage. She was like a rail.
When Jed got done with her.
Oh. Oh yeah, there's definitely been some masturbating to April O'Neil. See,
You asked, I answered.
I always wonder why he kept asking us to call him Casey Jones.
yes, exactly.
That would probably be the most. Yeah, that's the most embarrassing.
Riding
That
the
was
train.
That was my big fucking cartoon character fucking crush
All right. Well, I think we found our nugget for this week.
for this week.
A
That's
real
it.
piece of truth from one of us.
Got chiseled out.
Yeah. Chiseled out is what it'll say on Jed's fucking tombstone. Life bent me over and I got chiseled out.
So that was Taste the Crew for this week.
That was Taste the Crew.
It's good shit. All right, so for the first time this season, I want to welcome you guys to the Mass Debate. In this game, our mass debaters will be given a topic unknown to them only moments before mass debating. Neither mass debater knows anything about the topic. We will have 3 rounds: opening, which will last 1 minute, 90 seconds actually; questions, each of our mass debaters will get 2.5 minutes to question each other; and closing arguments, which will last a minute. To start off, we're going to roll to see who goes first. Now, the mass debater with the highest roll gets first choice between choosing time or topic. I will give you a choice between 2 sides of the mass debate or the topic of this mass debate. If you choose time, you choose first or last. Are you ready for your topic choices?
Let's get ready to masturbate.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You're going down, buddy.
Bring it, son. Age before fucking beauty, friend.
Right.
You
I'm
can
gonna
roll
roll
first.
this up here. See what we got. Woo!
Hot hand.
Oh, 4.
Ooh.
Nasty. Beat that, you son of a bitch.
I think that's actually the lowest that has been rolled thus far.
Yeah, that's pretty.
From a man who hasn't
shitty.
lost the roll yet.
That's pretty piss poor.
8.
8.
Oh.
Ouch.
All right, sir. So, do you want to do time or topic?
I will do time.
All right.
Well, no way. You tell him first.
The topic choices?
Tell him the topic.
Oh, I
choice.
get the topic choices
You get the
first?
Yeah.
topic
Let's
choices
hear 'em.
first. Okay,
Let's
well,
hear
here are
'em.
the topic choices. Independent or needy?
Independence or need.
Independent or needy?
All right, I have a feeling I know where this is.
He always has a feeling each one of these he's in. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm usually right.
So what are you doing? Time or topic?
I'm going to do a topic.
All right. Which one are you choose?
I am going to take independent.
Independent. All right. I guess I'm needy, and I will go first. I'm gonna go first.
Okay. And the topic of this mass debate is, which is a better pet, cats or dogs? With cats being the independent ones and dogs being the needy.
Okay, so I'm
argue-
arguing in favor of cats.
You are arguing in favor of cats. You are arguing in favor of dogs.
I don't really. Okay. All right. I just don't get the needy, or it had like literally nothing to do with the topic.
Well, that was his thing. He was
whatsoever.
trying to throw us off.
I guess
he was
so.
trying to throw us off. I honestly thought it was going to be
I guess
what
that makes
kind of
sense, 'cause
girlfriend
if you
would you
said-
rather deal with?
Which is a good
I
throw
guess
off.
that makes sense, because if you said cat or dogs, we probably would have figured that out.
Yeah, that would have been too easy.
Yeah.
So,
So that makes sense. Okay, now I get it.
see?
Now I
See?
get it,
Dogs
you
have to
son
be
of a
fed.
bitch.
Cats can feed themselves. Independent versus
Hey.
needy.
So I'm dogs.
Your dogs, your cats.
All right, absolutely. And I'm going
First,
I'm going first.
your minute 30 for your opening statements begins now, sir.
All right, listen. I'm going to say it just like you. Listen, this is the reason why dogs are better. They just are. Come on, people. Everyone knows that. People love dogs a lot more. They're so much more friendly. They love you more. It's more unconditional. They are there by your side. It's called man's best friend for a reason. I mean, you don't have a cat as a best friend. That's fucking stupid. Anybody who just has cats is lame, in my opinion. All right? It's okay if you have dogs and cats. I get that. But dogs are so much better, man. You can train them. You can, they are nice to you. Cats, they throw attitude at you all the time. They're just like, psh, fuck you. That's the kind of attitude they have. Like your cats, never saw them. I had to walk up to them. One of them I never even saw. They didn't greet me because he's an asshole. And the other cat is almost as much of an asshole. I had to walk right up to him. Artie, give him a pet. Fucking asshole cats. Shitty fucking asshole cats. That's what I think about them. Dogs are awesome. My dog Benny is a fucking saint. My dog Juno is awesome. Yeah, she eats poo sometimes. But that doesn't mean that she's not a badass.
9 seconds.
She'll lick you in the face after she eats her poo. I trained her to do that. That's awesome. Tell me that's not awesome.
CC arguments.
Beat that, sucker.
All right, yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Starting now.
All right. Well, here's the first thing I'll say. I'm disappointed that you made it a personal thing. You took it in the wrong direction. This is a lively debate, and for you to attack my pets personally, is disgraceful. I think most people will get that when they hear it, and they're probably nodding along in agreement now. But what I will say about cats is, they're self-sufficient. That's a beautiful thing. It's not a fucking best friend. Dogs are nice. Don't get me wrong. And some of that shit you said is true. I can't deny it. The greeting thing. But I get that with my cats too. They greet me at the door. They don't greet you because they know you're an off-putting person. But no, when I come home, they're there. So, and they're a little more discernible than dogs. And you're right. Any dog is going to just come up to you with a whorish attitude of maybe I'll get something. But a cat is, looking at you. They're leveling the fucking field. You can see it in their eyes. They're working calculations and shit. Is this guy trustworthy? If he is, do I let him pet me? If I let him pet me, do I then attack him?
10 seconds.
So, I just think cats are craftier. They're fucking smart. And a dog's a dumb piece of shit. Your dog especially.
Time.
Wow.
All right, so that was opening statements. How everybody feeling about their position? Feeling pretty good? Well, I set this fucking thing to the next round.
I like my position.
I love my position.
I could stand in this position all day.
Fair enough. So anyway, our next round for our mass debaters is the questions round. So, since Kirk went first, you're up first for doing questions. If I remember that correctly.
Did I go first?
No, I went first.
You went first, so you're up first for question.
I think that's how. I think it reversed.
It reverses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're up first for questions. Your 2 minutes and 30 seconds begins now. Remember, keep your answers succinct.
I guess my question is, what's your problem? What are you thinking with this?
What
You're
am
wrong.
I thinking? My question is, I'm wrong. That's all you got, buddy?
No. I'll rephrase it for you. What? What are you doing? No, but I mean, seriously, you have both cats, so you love your dogs more than your cats? Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying at all. I love my cat.
I happen to know that your cat listens to the show. Mystic, if you're out there, I know you listen to the show. I'm sorry, Huddy, that you have to have your dad say this on the...
Is there a question in here? This is not exposition.
Yeah, what are you asking?
Yeah, do you like your dogs more than your cat?
No, I don't. I love them all equally. I love my pets equally, and how dare you,
But you said dogs...
insinuate something other than that.
Are dogs better than cats?
Well, yeah. I mean, what kind of question is that? That's a dumb question. Of course they are.
So
they're so
right
much
now,
nicer. They treat you so much better. They give you so much more unconditional love.
Keep
They're
your
not little
answers
diva
succinct.
shitheads.
Succinct answers.
I was just explaining why.
but not in 2 to 3 sentences.
That was one sentence, sir. That was a
It was
comma
a
in there.
run-on
There was a
sentence.
comma. Yeah, there's a comma in
You're
there.
right.
It's called politicking, bitch.
It
Learn
works.
it.
It works. I get it.
Well, I insert the punctuation for you where a normal human would to keep it brief.
I think this is an overreach by our moderator, but what other questions you got, tough guy?
Can you name any cat that you respect at all?
I respect all living things.
Oh.
All living things.
All of a sudden, he's the Dalai Lama.
Down to small little baby crickets that you would stomp on.
I would?
In your anger and need to feel powerful. I even respect them. It has nothing to do with that, sir.
20 seconds. Last question.
I need you to explain to me, if a dog is a man's best friend, what is a cat?
A cat is a little diva shithead that kills mice and stuff.
But in relation to
what
you,
make they
what
useful.
is the title that you give him?
All right, that's time.
Mystic?
Sorry, sir. You ready for your examination of this masturbator?
Sure, yeah.
Examine away.
Yeah, I have a question. Why are your cats such assholes?
Here's what I'll say to that. I feel like there's only a couple of really like stand-outish personality traits with a cat. And one of them is if they're not feeling a person that is shady as fuck, they fucking avoid them. Nobody told the cat to stay away from you. These are loving cats.
See, I don't believe that at all. They do that to everyone. They're shitheads to everyone.
They come up to me.
You've explained it to yourself numerous times that they've been shitheads to you.
Well, they're cats.
My point exactly. Thank you. Thank you. He's making my point exactly. All right. What do you have against dogs?
Nothing. Like I said, dogs, at the end of the day, taste like chicken. They're fine.
Wow. You know, my dog is actually listening to this right now, and he would be deeply offended. And next time he sees you, he's going to share that with you. No, he won't. He's going to love on you anyway, because that's what he does.
That's right. And that's my fucking point. It's some dumb, ignorant fucking piece of shit dog that just doesn't understand how emotions really
Kirk.
work.
He loves you unconditionally, okay? Even if you talk shit about him, he knows that it's because of it's your insecurities. That's why you talk shit about this.
That
poor
doesn't really...
helpless
Is there a
dog.
question
It's
anywhere
your
in this
insecurities.
exposition?
So why are you so insecure?
I got a question. Why does your dog attack the other dog?
He never does that.
He's a dickhead.
No, not nearly as dick-headed as your cats. Why are your cats so dick-headed?
They're not. They're fucking particular. They don't like bad people. They don't like racist,
30
fucking
seconds.
Nazi, fucking saluting people.
Well, that's great.
I'm sorry
but
that's
not
so
me.
offensive to you, dude.
So you're saying that your cats are racist? Is that what I just heard? That they
Against
don't like
bigots.
they don't like white people?
They love white people. They love fucking brown people, black people, all
Yeah, how
people.
many black people have they met?
There was one guy that came over here one time. He was at the wrong house. I had to turn him away.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, let me reset this for a minute. So that was our questions. Now we're moving on to our closing arguments. And we are back to Masturbator Craig going first. And your time begins now.
All right, let me listen. Let me explain something to you guys. There's a reason why dogs are way better, and it's because they're loving, they're kind, they can be trained, they can be taught things. They will defend you against intruders. The hell's a cat gonna do? A dog could save your life, actually. Dogs have saved lives. Cats don't do that kind of shit. And, you know, here's the main point I want to make. What it really comes down to is animals take on the personality of their owners. So I just, you know, it's fucking amazing to me that your cats are such assholes. I mean, it really isn't that amazing. It says a lot. That's really what it does. It says a lot about you and Pam and what kind of people you are. All right? And
5
just think
seconds.
about that. Would you rather be a dog person or a cat person? I, for one, would much rather be a dog person. Thank you.
All right, sir. Time starts now.
Here's what I say. It's again very disappointing to hear a cat owner saying these things about cats. I feel bad for this gentleman's cat. It's deplorable. Deplorable. But it all comes down to which animal is better. And here's what I would tell you. I'm going to give you all a test that you can do yourself. Look into the eyes of a cat. It's soulful. There's something there. It's trying to connect with you. Look into the eyes of a stupid, fucking ignorant dog. It's dumb as fuck. It's empty. It's glassed over. It's got a big, stupid smile on its face. Its tongue hanging out. What is it basing that on? It's just fucking excited because nothing's happening? Because just fucking hanging out? A cat is fucking feeling the situation. They're giving off vibes. They're taking vibes back in. The dog is a dumb piece of shit. He just wants food or for you to pay attention to him.
That's time.
So violent towards dogs.
I love dogs. It's got, since way back.
All right, so that was this week's Mass Debates. Let us know in the comments which mass debater you think triumphed this week. Who was the better mass debater?
Clearly. Easy. Easy, son.
The dog-faced boy over here.
The cat lover licks his own fucking balls.
Hey, man, if you got the fucking God-given gift and talent, do it.
Go for it. Use it. Don't waste it.
I guess I can't knock that. That's
Some
fair.
motherfuckers pay money to have ribs removed so they can suck their own dick. If I could cat it up and fucking get my legs splayed with one just like 3 feet over my shoulders and actually get my tongue to my asshole,
You're going
you would
for
see
it,
a
huh?
show. You would
There
see
you
a
go.
It's
show.
taking starfishing to the whole next level.
Yes, it is. I think we can end it on that.
We probably should.
There you go.
We should.
That was this week's Mass Debate. See you next time.
Felt good.
Hey, everybody. Here's our new segment. The new guy, everybody.
First time on the block.
First time on the block. Tell us what you guys think. Well, this segment is called Drink the Water. This
Sounds refreshing.
It does.
It does sound refreshing.
Very
but
crisp.
It's, more of a cult thing.
Fair enough.
So let me explain why. Okay, Drink the Water is a discussion segment dedicated to what makes a city or region. I'm telling you the things that set them apart from other places. We are talking about a place that if you stay there long enough, you end up obsessed with something like everyone else. You just drink the water. All right, so, this segment, we're going to talk about our hometown, our home region, the Cincinnati area.
Yes, sir.
And something that is tried and true to all of our hearts here in the room. Something that is overwhelmingly underrepresented. And people don't know about it. It's the hidden secret around here that shouldn't be hidden secret. It's crazy. And that is our love for ice cream.
Love it.
Absolutely.
We are ice cream people here in the Cincinnati area. You guys have no idea. We have the best ice cream in the world. Do we not, gentlemen?
It's good shit.
We got some
It
good
packs 'em in.
options. Maybe the best I've ever had.
I mean,
There you
and
go.
you guys know us. We don't agree on jack shit, but we do agree on
Tasty ice cream.
a tasty fucking ice cream, and we have the best.
And we're surrounded by it. This is the Midwest, baby.
Yes.
Farms and farm cows.
I got
You know-
multiple options within blocks.
Yeah, here's a great example. We have our convenience stores are not like 7-Elevens or Circle K's or whatever, or gas stations. No, they're UDF, United Dairy Farms.
Yes, indeed.
And what that means is that every one of these motherfucking places, they give you ice cream. They have an ice cream shop inside the convenience store. Their own brand of ice cream.
Made a bit more than a stone's throw from this very location, in fact.
That's true.
That's correct. We could walk over and scoop up some fresh ice cream if we wanted to.
There is that UDF right
Yum.
next to the main factory that we always
So-
figured had the freshest shit.
Now, here's what I'm going to say, though, about, first off, that factory and my own hometown. We're in Norwood, Ohio, and that is where the ice cream factory for UDF actually is. Right next to, you're right, the store that was the original location.
Yep.
And it's, The problem is this is a shady, seedy kind of fucking town, Norwood.
It's a working class / college town, so it's an interesting mix.
It is an interesting mix, but it was really down 10 years ago when a friend of ours came across a prostitute outside there. She was offering up services for like $10.
Ouch.
That's bargain rate right there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a down on her luck kind of whore.
You forgot to tell him about that. He's disappointed.
I know, he was licking his lips.
He
It
was.
was weird.
Kinda...
His eyes got kind of fucking squinty.
That's the type of story that gets my radar
his
focused.
face
around
got
here.
all
He
red.
said,
He's
cheap whores.
He got angry because
Only
he
$10.
didn't know about it.
That fits my budget.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird and creepy, but that's what we've learned about Jed. That's what we've known to love about him. He's weird and creepy. But
That's
anyway,
true.
Back to the ice cream. Come on. So Grater's is our most famous brand of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the one with most renown, yeah.
Yeah, and it is always ranked in the top ice creams in the friggin' world. So if you haven't had it, then
You need
please
to treat
do.
yourself.
Yeah, you need to treat yourself. We have, there's actually great ice cream. What's the best ice cream in that you guys know of?
Like in the world?
In the world, sure.
Grater's is probably up there. Although there are some things about UDF that I prefer, and I guess we'll get to that later, like when we start comparing. But yeah, Grater's is a really good ice cream. It's really well put together. I mean, Oprah orders this shit in.
Dry ice ships it.
Yeah, to Chicago or wherever the fuck she's at now. But I mean,
To satisfy that ice cream.
I mean, think
strain,
about
right?
that.
Think about
Oprah.
that.
I mean, yeah.
Oprah
Yeah.
was known for kind of being a bigger lady at one point.
Well,
Whoa,
plus
dude.
she's got money to get anything she wants.
You didn't need to go there, bro.
No, listen, I'm not body shaming. She's the most
Whatever,
successful
man.
woman
I
in
think
the
you
history.
Are body shaming.
Yeah,
No,
but,
she-
hold on, man. Hold on.
No.
Nah,
You're
Oprah
body
was,
shaming that woman.
Oprah was totally
She's
brave
just
and
Oprah.
Oprah
You
about
don't
the
have
whole
to
process.
explain
Why you
Oprah
gotta
to
walk,
anyone. What'd you say? I'm sorry. We were talking over each other, and that's not great for radio. So please, my bad.
I was saying, no. Oprah was open about all that shit. You don't have to defend her. She didn't.
Yeah, she did well.
Well, all I'm saying is you don't have to fucking explain Oprah to people. They know Oprah. All
Listen,
right?
well, I mean, it's different if I'm like, listen, this is Oprah's favorite ice cream, or if I'm like, hey, this is Gandhi's favorite ice cream. The guy doesn't eat shit. They know this chick is pounding away some fucking scrap.
Well, honestly, I disagree. If Gandhi said he loved this ice cream, I'd eat even more because that motherfucker doesn't eat shit.
He's like, normally I don't eat food.
This was the ice cream he
This
broke
is what he
fast
was-
for.
yeah, this thing that got this guy to eat again. Are you kidding?
This is the thing
That's
that
the
made
ice
him
cream I want.
lose his
It's the
dignity.
one thing that
Yeah.
he'd be like,
His
fuck
integrity is
independence,
gone.
fuck my people's freedom. I gotta have my
gotta
Grater's
have
ice
some
cream.
Grater's
He's like, but have you
raspberry
ever,
chip ice cream.
right? Have you ever had fucking moose tracks?
You don't
Holy
even
shit!
know. You ever had their seasonal,
It's all about the
cinnamon
mint. It's all
or
about the mint.
pumpkin ice
No,
cream?
he's like, in the summertime, I come here for my scoop of peach in June.
You're right. They have seasonal ice creams that are blow your damn head off.
Yeah.
They even rock the occasional sorbet.
Well, see, that's what my stepdaughters do. That's what my
They're
girls
they're into
do.
the sorbets.
They are into the sorbets.
Sorbets would do you better as well, because I mean, you're somebody who loves ice
don't
cream,
talk
but
to me about no
your
fucking
body, but your
sorbet.
body attacks you when you eat it. How's
Don't
that?
you dare suggest that I replace ice cream with a fucking sorbet.
I'm not
sir.
talking about a replacement. I'm
How
talking
dare
about
you.
supplementing.
He's calling out your physical ability
that
to
is the
fucking
most-
even
It's
eat
the most
ice cream.
offensive thing you've ever said to me. Did you eat a fucking sorbet? Sorbet is healthier.
I didn't say it's healthy.
Here
I'm
for
just
your
saying,
your delicate ass stomach. Have some sorbet.
Yeah.
You boring fuck.
I think it's
You
more.
see
I
what
think
he's
it's
saying
more
to me?
down
It's
to his
ridiculous.
weak ass intestines than his stomach.
No, I have a very strong stomach for a lot of things. I've eaten crazy things in my life.
Ass. Meatloaf.
Well, yeah.
Meatloaf's ass.
I didn't eat Meatloaf's ass. It was his assistant's ass.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, back to the ice cream, the thing that we really should be talking about. The thing about Grater's is traditional ice cream. What about soft serve ice cream? What's your favorite soft serve ice cream?
Soft serve.
That's a big question right there.
I mean, for soft serve, I'm probably going Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good one
Get a
off the
Blizzard.
top of the head. I
Get a
get that
Blizzard,
one.
yeah.
Okay, they have good stuff.
Yeah.
I said that really shittily. I was like, Dairy Queen?
Yeah, that was very judgy.
Yeah, it was really judgy, but I didn't really mean it that way.
Well, I didn't put much emphasis behind it myself.
Yeah, it was because of the Dairy Queen does have great sauce, sir. What about you, sir?
There's a place called, I think, Putz's. It's like
of course
really
you would like a place called Putz's.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're actually a really famous, kind of like a whippy dip, only a little bigger. And they're in, again, a shady fucking part. This is not a good part of town, folks. Don't move here. This is not good. But there's,
but they got a good ice cream stand.
But that's what's fucking crazy. Why is the fucking all the good ice cream in these bad spots?
Because the good
ice cream is low margin.
Here.
It's low margin, so you need your rents to be cheap.
And frankly, there's a lot of good ice cream around here. That's how we roll.
There is. We're not even talking about some of the other ones.
Chains. We're not talking about actual Macy's stores, actual UDF.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys had the rolled ice cream yet?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
There's
like Cold Stone or whatever.
It's one of those places about in Deerfield near me. Wonderful. They roll it in these little. We'll go. I'm taking you boys there.
I don't like that. I don't like the hand motion you used just now. Folks didn't see it. He didn't do a rolling pin. He did a jerking off when he said rolling.
Like he had a shake weight or something.
Come on now.
I'm like, how the fuck is that rolling?
They don't need to hear this kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
They don't need to hear that. But anyway, they got rolled ice cream. But I'm surprised you, of all people, did not mention the Kings Island blue ice cream. That's something that they're known for because ice cream is big around here, like I said. They've got this blue ice cream, this blueberry ice cream that I've eaten many times. Almost made me sick a few times from going on the wrong ride and being hot as hell on a certain day. But awesome. But so, on that here I live in Loveland, and there's two places. There's the Whippy Dip, or the Whippy Dip. The Whippy Dip
down at the bottom of the hill,
and there's the Whippy Doo,
and that's the one out on 22 and 3.
That's the one out on 22, and it is far better.
Really?
And you want to know why? Because it has that ice cream. It has the blueberry ice cream.
Oh shit!
And it goes even one further. It's got Dole Whip.
It's got what?
Dole Whip.
Dole Whip?
Dole Whip. You guys have not heard of the Dole Whip?
No.
How can you guys call yourself ice cream lovers? Never heard of the Dole Whip?
It sounds like a new dance sensation that's sweeping the nation.
And I tend to love my ice cream by the pint, so that's the size I buy it in.
I'm telling you guys.
Is this a Bob Dole thing?
Dole Whip is the shit.
Well,
it is. At first time I had it was at Kings Island. It's like a pineapple flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
They're fruit flavored ice creams, but they're not sorbets. It's like a combination of the two.
I mean, is it chunky like strawberry?
No,
you got
it's
chunks of
soft
it, or
serve.
is it?
Feels like it's soft serve, man. Try the Dole, like pineapple flavored ice cream.
Try the Dole.
Try the
Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
I just really like saying that.
Yeah.
Dole Whip.
And it's actually endorsed by Dole, the pineapple people.
I believe so. Yes, sir. Might even be made.
They got sponsors, man.
That's fucking wild stuff, man.
I'll
look for that. And this is at the Whippy Doo.
The Whippy Doo on 22.
Hello. Whippy Doo on 22.
It's like a banana stand having a Chiquita sponsorship.
And you ask our girls too. They'd say the same thing. They'd be like, "Fuck the Whippy Dip. We're going to the Whippy Doo."
Next time I'm out that way visiting the fucking family, I'll check it out.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff.
Are you gonna get a Dole Whip?
I'm gonna have to now that it's been talked up so much.
Well, fucking A.
Fucking A.
Report back. Let us know.
See, guys, we teach you things here. We're an educational service. We're not here to just make you laugh. We're not just clowns. We teach you things. We are teachers. We are people that spread messages. So listen to us.
Yeah, I mean, you can't fight against that logic.
Nope. It's as solid and locked down as it gets.
It's as locked down as it gets, folks.
Right. The experience and why I would have to say, as much as I actually am a UDF man, I like UDF.
Love UDF. Well, because you can roll in there again and you can get a fucking malt, shake.
See, yes. Well,
Sunday.
Yeah, you can do all that at Graders
as
too.
well, but I mean,
you know?
but you can get it while you're getting gas.
This guy knows.
While you're getting your tank filled up, you can get you a fucking nice fucking ice cream
bag
treat.
Of Funyuns.
Right.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, a fucking UDF will save your life.
Nothing like, bag of chips and a shake.
Exactly. Or whatever the fuck you want.
Salty and sweet.
Like a fucking air freshener. Fucking, a bag of fucking charcoal, whatever you need at like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning,
yeah.
Right.
But here's what I will say. The experience between the two of going to Graders and UDF and your level of service is why Graders is probably going to be a better choice.
Oh, for sure.
If I go into Graders, those people there are there to make fucking...
Yeah. It's the difference between walking into a gas station that gives you ice cream and a place that gives you
and
ice cream.
an ice cream parlor.
Right.
Yes.
So when you go into UDF, the first thing that happens is you walk to a different section where they know that you're about to order something ice cream related.
And one of them walks off the cashier line.
You can see them fucking like deflate. Like they fucking like their shoulders slump, their fucking head kicks to the side, and they stare at you.
Like, what's this guy want? Particularly when it's like us, because they look to like, this is not going to be a simple
this guy wants a fucking like big sundae or like a shake with 3 different kinds of ice cream.
For the visual, they're big people.
Yeah, we are big fucking corn-fed,
well over
midwestern
combined weight of probably well over 500 pounds.
I'm sure, easily. But yeah,
and they're
so
3'4", 4'2". That's their heights.
Yes,
you can
indeed.
guess which one's which.
right. It's like twins, but if both guys were Danny DeVito.
It's true.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's my point. Is they are not happy that you came there to fucking get an ice cream, anything, cone, shake. There's nothing that's like, let me get that for you. They were either taking turns going to their car to smoke.
Yeah.
Whatever, and then come back in. It's just one of those jobs where they're just kind of chilling. And
think of your first job, that one you didn't give a shit about, and that's who you're dealing with.
Exactly
they're
right.
teenagers.
That's what they're bringing to the table. So you kind of expect that, but just know that you're not going to get as friendly an experience going to a UDF probably. Especially if it's the summertime and all they're doing is popping out fucking shit
Ice
they don't
cream
want to
all day.
make.
Yeah.
Like, this is not why I was hired. It is though, motherfucker. So get my shake.
Yep.
Get this man.
And do it with a smile, if you
his
please.
peanut
Right.
butter cookies and cream shake with whipped cream.
And make me feel good about it, at least until I walk out.
Oh, they
of
loved
here.
it when I went in during my Jed Shake era, my malt.
Yeah, this dude, we named a shake after him.
Yeah, to explain your
Yeah,
shake.
explain your shake.
So it was a chocolate malt with chocolate ice cream and chocolate milk with a green mint chocolate chip scoop added in. But you had to pulverize the fucking chips or it'd clog the straw.
This
So you
this
had to work
motherfucker
it for a
thinks it's
while.
a Starbucks.
So did you actually ask them? Yeah, right. Did you ask them to like pulverize the fucking chips?
I mean, like, you have to make sure you break the chips up. Yeah.
You actually said that to the poor bastard working there? You're like, hey, make sure you pound those chips up.
You mind, excuse me, sir, I need you to pulverize those chips.
And without attitude, mister.
Well, they never gave me attitude. A lot of fake smiles and a nod. And a clogged straw later because they didn't actually do it.
So what you say is they laughed in your face and ignored your wishes completely.
As you would expect from somebody who's their first job, they don't give a shit about.
Yeah, they're like, have your milkshake, motherfucker.
kinda your
Occasionally,
fault
you would
for
catch.
asking,
It would
to be
occasionally you would
honest.
catch that guy that would actually do it, and it would make it just that much better, and you could appreciate.
Well,
the man
you
for the
know,
effort.
those guys are not gonna. Well, okay, as long as your expectations are low.
Well, because it's a weird
then you're
shake. Because
okay.
a lot of people don't ask for something that has huge flakes of fucking chocolate in it that are just gonna do that. Because by the end, if they're pulverized right, it ends up being like this almost kind of like a Hershey syrup thing at the bottom. It's kind of a nice little finishing treat.
Jesus
what
Christ.
an asshole! What
Man.
a pretentious.
It sounded sensuous, but yeah.
I didn't know there was like this like elitism when it came to ice cream.
You
But I
also
guess
never
there-
you also never got my malt either. You've had it before though.
I've had it. I tried it.
It's good, wasn't it?
It's fucking revolting. No, if you like mint and chocolate, yeah, you're not going to go wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's
either.
too much. I will say that. I don't like mint stuff that much. But like I do like an Andes mint.
And it's
but I
pretty
don't
much
wanna
an
drink
Andes mint in malt form.
Yeah, I don't want that.
The most I'd make them do is cookies and cream with chocolate milk. It's like
That's a good one. That's a good classic
It's
one.
basically it's kind of turned into like my St. Patrick's Day, because it's kind of like almost like a Shamrock Shake.
And when do you have it? On Jed Day?
on your birthday.
Yeah,
No.
when do you get it?
Oh man, I haven't had one in years, but
The day I lost my virginity.
Last Tuesday. Best day of my life.
Oh shit!
so that was Drink the Water.
Drink the water. Hope you guys get a drink. Slap it on up. Come on out here. Try some fucking ice cream. It's great.
It's the best shit.
Cincinnati ice cream, folks. You can't go wrong.
Not at all.
Not at all.
And we'll talk to y'all next time.
Alrighty. Peace.
All right, guys. Well, that was a strong first episode back.
Yes,
I
sir.
think.
Good premiere. Very good premiere.
Strength.
Feel good about it. I think our tens of listeners are going to explode into the teens of listeners.
Teens.
There you go.
High teens.
High teens, maybe 20.
Might even double.
Calm down.
Might even double.
Calm down. Most
I
shows
mean,
don't hit their stride
well,
until
but
season 3.
Strength like fucking gladiators, sir.
Well, that's true.
We are 3 titans in an arena we call podcastery.
There you go.
And we podcasted the shit out of it, guys. I'm really proud of you both.
There you go.
Hey, I will accept you inventing words to make us sound good.
Thank you.
Podcastery and
Acceptance accepted.
Yeah.
Is
I
it-
accept
it's
you.
I accept you for being accepting.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
It's very accepting here. I'm getting all kinds of warm feels.
Hey, we're an inclusive club.
We
Yes,
are
indeed.
an inclusive bunch. 3 white guys in a room. 3 middle-aged white men in a room. Super inclusive.
Indeed.
And only 1.5 of us are incels.
You guys can figure out who.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, I think on that, we could bring this premiere to a close. And now, as always, to play us out, the Ministers of Funk, the Missionaries of Cool, Red Rhythm with Funky People.
You had me at missionary.
With everyone shouting about it, it's something that can't be ignored. I can feel the music around me, so turn it up, give me some more. Hey, 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 show me that you're funky. Red rhythm deal, we got rhythm for real, we're not kidding. Show me that you're funky. Don't miss this, baby, get tipsy, baby, like this.
You didn't let me fucking say the fucking end of the goddamn segment. He talked over my shit.